More than 50% of voters must back it nationwide, and it must be supported by a majority of voters in at least 4 of the 6 states.
This is ReuTTers. From Fox News at 4:06 a.m. today.
Close to the coast, I'm Jack Callahan, Fox News. Hurricane Idalia drawing closer to the Florida Big Bend region. Landfall within hours. 120-mile-an-hour winds. It's a Category 3 storm now, but as the pressure drops and the winds increase, it could reach Category 4 status before impact. That would mean winds in excess of 130 miles an hour and a storm surge of 12 feet or higher. The winds are already pushing the waters of Tampa Bay onshore.
Nearly 3 feet of storm surge has now inundated at least one half of Bayshore Boulevard, and it is not hard to imagine that water continuing to rise. As we approach that high tide, it essentially could turn into a recipe for disaster.
Nicole Valdez of Fox Weather. 5 million people are in the storm's projected path. The storm likely to remain at hurricane strength as it cuts across southern Georgia into South Carolina. Search for the burned areas of Maui has been completed. 115 victims of the wildfires have been found, still hundreds unaccounted for. Divers are now searching the waters of Lahaina Bay for potential victims. It's sentencing day for Enrique Tarrio, the former leader of the Proud Boys, convicted of seditious conspiracy for the January 2021 incursion of the U.S. Capitol. Prosecutors are asking he be given 33 years in prison. Former Trump legal advisor John Eastman, one of 19 defendants in the Georgia election interference case, says after this indictment, freedom of speech is gone.
The people that I was representing had a right to counsel. And what's going on here with the bar complaints against everybody involved in any of the litigation, this Fulton County complaint, the unindicted co-conspirators in the federal action, they're trying to stifle people from being able to get representation in election challenges.
John Eastman on Fox's The Ingram Angle. Stocks closed higher Tuesday after economic reports suggested the economy's cooling enough for the Fed to pause interest rate hikes. Dow rose 293 points. America's listening to Fox News.
36,000, 25, 1. These are the 3 numbers to remember to get the visibility and control you need instantly. 36,000. That's the number of businesses which have upgraded to NetSuite by Oracle, the #1 cloud financial system. 25. NetSuite turns 25 this year. That's 25 years of helping businesses close their books in days, not weeks. 1. Because NetSuite is everything you need all in one place. Right now, download NetSuite's popular KPI checklist for free at netsuite.com/Fox.
Murder charges have been filed in Monday's shooting at the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill.
UNC Police Chief Brian James said there are still a lot of unknowns about the killing of Ziche Yan, apparently by grad student Tylay Chi. James said the lab building was occupied when the victim was shot. The conversation that led to that is uncertain. Then there is the murder weapon.
We continue a thorough search for the firearm and any additional evidence.
Chief James says there may be additional charges. Classes at UNC are canceled for Wednesday as the campus community deals with this tragedy. Renal Scott, Fox News.
This is a Fox News alert. The National Hurricane Center has just upgraded Hurricane Idalia to Category 4 status with winds in excess of 130 miles an hour, just hours before its expected landfall on Florida's Big Bend region. Major American city is dropping the requirement to list genders on marriage applications.
The new policy adopted in Boston. The first the city has made under new gender-aware guidelines. Mayor Michelle Wu said in a statement, "Our fundamental charge in public service is ensuring that our services and opportunities reach everyone, and that starts with affirming and supporting constituents of all identities." And she said this update to Boston marriage licenses is a huge step in building a city that is truly inclusive. People who live in Boston and are already married and want to remove sex or gender identifiers from their marriage license can do so by contacting the city registry. Lisa Lacera, Fox News.
A group of military officers in the African nation of Gabon say they've seized power after declaring Tuesday's re-election of President Ali Bongo Ondimba was not credible. Gunfire's been heard in the capital city of Libreville. Elections in Gabon are frequently met with violence. I'm Jack Callahan. This is Fox News.
36,000, 25, 1. These are the three numbers to remember to get the visibility and control you need to make the right business decisions instantly. 36,000. That's the number of businesses which have upgraded to NetSuite by Oracle. NetSuite is the #1 cloud financial system, streamlining accounting, financial management, inventory, HR, and more. 25. NetSuite turns 25 this year. That's 25 years of helping businesses do more with less, close their books in days, not weeks, and drive down expenses. One, because your business is one of a kind, so you get a customized solution for all of your KPIs in one efficient system with one source of truth. Manage risk, get reliable forecasts, and improve margins. NetSuite is everything you need all in one place. Right now, download NetSuite's popular KPI checklist designed to give you consistently excellent performance for free at netsuite.com/Fox. That's netsuite.com/Fox to get your own KPI checklist. netsuite.com/Fox.
Okay, I left my headbuds in the bag downstairs.
Hello, from CNN, I'm Afoma DK with the 5 things you need to know for Tuesday, August 29th.
So you really got to go now. Now's the time. If you stay hunkered down tonight, it's going to be too nasty tomorrow morning to be able to do it.
That's a warning from Florida Governor Ron DeSantis about Hurricane Idalia. The Category 2 storm is less than 200 miles southwest of Tampa and is moving north. Idalia is expected to make landfall as a Category 3 Wednesday along the Big Bend region in Florida. Conditions are already deteriorating in parts of the state, causing flooding in some coastal areas. The National Hurricane Center says the Big Bend region, which stretches from Tampa to just south of Tallahassee, could see a dangerous storm surge of up to 15 feet. The region includes the island city of Cedar Key. Officials say it's in the hurricane's direct path and are urging people to leave immediately. Here's Deputy Director of the National Hurricane Center, Jamie Rome.
I think Cedar Key could be cut off. It is an island and the water will completely encase it and cut it off. You might not be able to leave for days. You might not have clean water, electricity, be able to access your neighbors. If the worst of the storm surge projection materializes, virtually every home on that island could be flooded.
3M has agreed to pay $6 billion to settle hundreds of thousands of lawsuits against the company because of its combat earplugs. Veterans say 3M provided the military with earplugs that didn't work properly, leading to hearing loss and other injuries. 3M said it wasn't admitting faults in the proposed settlement, which will pay out over several years, with $5 billion in cash and $1 billion in stock. The U.S. military used the earplugs in training and combat from 2003 to 2015. They were made by Aero Technologies, a company 3M purchased in 2008. This marks 3M's second major settlement this summer. U.S. financial regulators approved new rules to prevent large and regional banks from collapsing. Among the rules is a requirement that banks with at least $100 billion in assets issue around $70 billion in long-term debt to help absorb losses. The